Well, you know, Superheist never really went away for me. It was always there. I knew I would bring it back at some point. How I brought it back, I didn't know. I'd been writing, actually went to Egypt a couple of years ago and had a real epiphany that I needed to get back to writing. And so I've been doing a good 18 months of writing, and it was just felt like the right time.
Yeah. Well, my first thought when I heard the tracks was it's a progression. You know, Superheist only having those two major albums, never got a chance to really progress to that extra stage. And I really think that these new songs are that extra lift that they needed back then. It's really a progression of what they were already doing, but it's just got that extra kick.
Superheist to me is who I am and what I've done in my life. To get the chance to do it again is amazing. It's a huge part of who I am musically. You know, I play a lot of different styles and I play a lot of different bands, and you know, but there's something about big, fat, tuned down grooves that I just love. You know, on the new album, as far as the songs go, it's a new kind of sound. We wanted to not drift too far from our sort of new metal influences that we had, but then again, it's, you know, it's 10 plus years later on, and I think it's a lot. It's modern. It is a new metal sound for 2016.
My commitment when I decided to join the band was that I knew that I had to make sure that there was some part of the old. You can't just walk in and step all over a legacy, which is what we have.
I think writing songs with Ezekiel, I feel like I'm writing with the guy I should have always been writing with. He's just so easy. Like we'll punch a song out in an hour, and what comes out, I think, is just real quality, real great vibe. His vibe is second to none in my opinion.
I had to bring a lot of confidence that I could move it forward and evolve it. And we're talking 13 years. It wasn't a small hiatus. It was a very long hiatus, and what I went for was I felt like it needed to have the hip hop elements that new metal was so well known for. It already had the big riffs. I'd heard the demos, so rap became an important thing, and it was very important that on top of that we have explosive riffs, which Richie had, and then massive melodies and choruses, because, you know, Superheist was a band for the fans, and a band that was never really too bothered with what was cool, and that's what I always respected about them. And we've seen from the response online already that Superheist fans aren't going to let this one fade away again.
We chose to start looking for producers. We had a few in mind, and we also thought about maybe doing it here ourselves, with me producing it. But I think for the experience that we've all been looking for, we've decided to travel to Los Angeles, and we're lucky enough to be accepted by Jay Baumgardner to produce our record. So we're going to be recording at NRG in North Hollywood, and it's a bit of a dream come true. Jay, as a producer myself, I've been a bit of a fan of Jay's work, especially on the mixing level. I think he's a fantastic mix engineer and a great producer. He's done fantastic bands, and always just gets a great result. It's really exciting sounding music that he makes, and I think that just works well with Superheist. We feel like we're an exciting sounding band. We needed that to really shine through, and to work with Jay is going to be a dream come true for all of us.
I'm hoping, I know we're going to go over and we're going to record one of the best albums I've ever been a part of, and one of the best albums that people have heard in the last X amount of years. I can almost guarantee that. I feel that strongly about it.
For me, I think what we're bringing to the table is a re-energised, reinvigorated band with two core members, you know, Richie and Drew, and an amazing new drummer, Benny, who wanted the job and got it. And I would like to think a vocalist that is not only suited to the band, but will be able to bring a lot of new stuff and a lot of fire, where maybe it was maybe just embers before.
Our main objective is to make fantastic music, and when we perform, put on the best performance that we can, and that's that simple. Really proud of it. really excited about it, and for no more reason that it feels good for us. What happens with it's irrelevant. We feel we've made a great record, best record of our careers to date.
We've got a new album coming out in spring 2016, and it's called Ghosts of the Social Dead, and there's big riffs, and there's even bigger beats, and your mind is going to be fucking blown. We'll see you on tour in November. Peace.